Hundreds of people in Little Rock who rent a home are still trying to get back inside to collect any belongings left behind after the tornado. We thank you for joining us tonight at 6. I'm Rolly Hoyt.
And I'm Karen Fuller in for Faith Woodard tonight. THV 11 continues our coverage of the tornadoes, especially the survivors now without a home and many wondering when they'll ever be allowed back into their apartments to see what's left.
Tonight, THV 11 Sarah Herbakowitz sits down with the state attorney general on why he's now getting involved.
Structural engineers have completed their inspection of the Calais apartments in Little Rock. The Attorney General tells me the next step is figuring out when tenants might be able to collect their belongings.
The property owners, a lot of times we hear frustration with property owners. Obviously, when we call, we sometimes get a better response than maybe a tenant did.
Attorney General Tim Griffin stepping in as renters like Catrice Haygood struggle to access the belongings they have left.
I don't have any clothes or anything for work. I had to, from people being helpful and donating money for me, I had to go and buy what we can on a day-to-day basis.
Catrice says she hasn't been in her apartment since before the storm.
There's hardly any communication. It's very emotional for me. I'm not there mentally still.
The city condemned the apartment when the tornado hit, but has now, quote, accepted the contractor's request for coordinated resident access to certain buildings.
This has to be really decided by the city, inspectors, the fire marshals, the engineers, and the property owners on an apartment by apartment basis.
Property managers are now working to see what guidelines they have to follow before allowing anyone to enter, while Griffin connects tenants with cars that were towed without notice.
We have tried to get all the facts on that to make sure those people can get their automobiles back.
Renters hoping to reunite with their homes soon.
I have a 2-year-old and I have a 10-month-old, so they need something to sleep in. So that will mean a world to me for me to get down there and get what I need to get out of there.
Reporting in Little Rock, Sarah Herbakowitz, THV 11 News.
And the AG tells us his office is getting similar complaints about access from people who live at the Renew apartments on Cantrell. He says he's working with the property owners there to fix those issues.
And Griffin says even if you're in one of those frustrating situations, don't try and access those apartments. He says he thinks managers are trying to reply to hundreds of messages right now.